So students, let's learn about Zoom app, that how we can use this one for attend a Zoom meeting, or how we can arrange a meeting via Zoom. So very first of all, when you are going to uh, use a Zoom app, it's necessary that you must have Zoom app in your laptops or in your cell phones, or whatever you are using, or whatever gadget you have. Fine. So first of all, I'm going to open this one Zoom app. When I clicked over here, so this page will be open, which you can see on my screen. So very first of all, I'm going to arrange a meeting for my students, for you all. So I will click over here. You can see there are three options: with video off, with video on, or screen share only. So I'm going to arrange a meeting with video off. Now open Zoom meeting. Yes, this is a message box which always allow that Zoom meeting to open links of this type in this associated app. So yes, and open Zoom meeting. When meeting will be on, then there are given some different links. Let me explain to you that how you can invite others, how you can invite people to attend your Zoom meeting. Okay, this page has been opened. This is a home page of a Zoom. Let me explain to you one thing. Many students are facing problem that teacher our voice is not audible, or I can listen your voice but my voice is not okay, or voice is breaking, or whatever the problem you are facing about uh, audio or your voice is not audible. So you have to check this one link, join audio, computer audio. When I'm going to click over here, so this message box will be open: leave computer audio or test speakers and microphones. If you are having other stereo system, so you can click over here, or otherwise you should check over here, automatically join audio by computer when joining a meeting. So you have to click over here. Further, you will not facing any problem regarding your voice. Okay, so secondly, you can see over here screen share. When you are going to represent your presentation, or when you wanna share something, or some files, or some documents from your gadget, then you can share screen to the audience, then audience can see your screen. Second and very first step which we are using, invite others. When we are going to invite the people, then you have to click over here. After setting your voice, after setting your audio, then secondly you will send the link to your fellows or to your audience, that how you can join Zoom meeting which you have arranged. Okay, so you can see on my screen there are given options. You wanna share your link, given link, your Zoom meeting link by email, or you want to copy link and sharing that link by sending message, or by using WhatsApp, or any other way, whatever you are using. Okay, so ever I'm using WhatsApp, I'm sharing meeting link with my students by WhatsApp. So I will click over here. So you can see that invite link has been copied. Okay, so and this is my meeting password. So I will send this to my students. After inviting the audience, now you have to see on your page, your home page, what has been given over here. Sometime we have lost the copied link, then how we can rearrange or resend the link to the audience, or to desired people. You can see very first of all, you are hosting, your host name will be over here. Secondly, password. This is a password. Many times students are asking that, teacher, what is the password, and we are not um, getting the way, or we forget the path, or might be a Zoom meeting room is not able to open. So how you can give them password? This password has been given VX6JPD. Okay. Secondly, that is given numeric password, mean telephone or room system, so we are not using this one, but I will explain to you later. The third one, that is given invite link. When students are not checking, or might be it's not working, or sometime we are getting copy of invite link, but it's not copy properly, or it's not working, so again we can do copy from here with the password. This is a password, and we can send again, easily we can send again. Okay, that is a participant's ID, so this is also not necessary to see or to explore. Well, further you have to see this one bar. So very first there has been given a button of speaker, that either you are going to mute yourself, then directly you can mute yourself. There has been given a different functions over here which you can see, but for using the all functions, it's also necessary to see that how many functions has been given over here. There is given a button, you can click on that and you can adjust your speakers, you can adjust your audio according to your own choice. Okay. Second, as I told you, that there is a given start video which I did off, but if you want to open that, or sometime during session, during class, that you feel that yes, video should be on, so you can turn on the video from here directly. And if you want to see different functions of the video, then you can see over here that HD webcam, choose virtual background, or video setting. You can set your video according to your own choice, and you can use these functions according to your wish. After that, you have to come on the security. That what is the security? It's as not much necessary regarding your or during your session, but you can also use this one for secure yourself, and it's almost is using when you have purchased the Zoom variant. Okay. After that, you can see that participants, how many participants are participating over here. So you can see, okay, suppose my class is of 25 students, so you can I can see that how many students are over here, and how many students are present, and how many students are missing, or they are still absent. Okay, so sometime it also happened that students didn't mute their mics, and the different background voices are disturbing, or not feel okay in the session. Then you can see there has been given 3 buttons: invite, mute all, or unmute all. Then you can try to mute all. First you have to do mute all students or your audience, then you can be continued. Secondly, in questionnaire session, then you can move, students want to ask some questions, or they are raising hands, or they want to add something, then you can do unmute all. So these are a shortcut buttons from where you can do mute all or unmute all. And same like that during session, if some students are not feeling okay, or they are having their internet problem, or again and again their signals are going to be dropped, or they can't be able to join the Zoom meeting. So there is also another one shortcut button, you directly invite from here. Okay, there is given some dotted button. Now you can see over here there are given bit more functions to use, that mute participants upon entry, that as students or as participants will be invite, or as they will enter they will be muted. Okay, allow participants to unmute themselves. Yes, I have allow them that they can mute by own self, or they can unmute by own self. Second, allow participants to rename themselves. Sometime suppose my name has been given over here and I want to change my name, or some students also using gadgets name, it's necessary that you must inform them they change their names. Suppose many time I'm facing that participant list name is not appropriate. Some are using their brother's cell phones, or some are using their home cell phones, or sometime even they don't know that how they can change their gadgets name. Suppose Samsung Galaxy name has been here, so you can allow them that they can change their names by themselves. Then play entry or exit, and second, and in the end there has been given enable waiting room. When participants will be entered, then you can allow them, and then they will be able to participate, or they are able to come in the meeting room. Okay, so next you have see that as you can see over here share screen, there is also given a shortcut button share screen. When you are going to represent yourself, then you can share your screen. Okay, or might be you can share some files, or you want to share your work as well, so you can share your screen, that audience or participants, all participants can see your screen and your work as well. So there is given, and yes, one thing more, screen share, there is given another one button, you can check their further functions, and you can choose these according to your own choice, that in advance might be as you entered, or as the people entered, or participants can see your screen as they will be entered, or multiple participants can share simultaneously, or one participants can share. Well, according to your choice, so you can use this one. Now let's come the last one button, there is given the more button. Very first you want to do chat, that you can feel that any one participant is need more information, so further you can say over here, or you can write a message over here. Okay, the third and the last one thing, that record on this computer. Yes, we need the record of our classroom or of our session, so it's necessary to record our session. Okay, so you can use this one button. When you are going to press this one, your recording will be started, and it will be saved in the end when session will be ended, or whenever you feel that this is enough recording, now there is no need to do more recording, then you can pause that and try to save that. In the end there is given a message box there, the message box will be on your screen, where you can give the path that where this recording will be saved, in your documents, in your downloads, or on your desktop, or where you want to save that one. So you can give that path and your recording will be over there. Fine students, I hope that you all understand very well, and if still you feel any problem, so you can also ask to me. The major problem which my participants are facing, that was audio problem, join audio, that their voice is not audible, and how they can adjust their audio. So, and screen sharing, I have also given the message to use screen sharing. I hope that it's easy for you all. Fine. Now come on the next one.